conclusions were painful. The decision I had to make certainly was painful. It's the right decision.
Less than 24 hours after Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara resigned, we have learned he is no longer in the state, as Mayor Jacob Frey spent the day defending his decision to discipline the city's top cop for interfering in an investigation. Thanks for joining us at 5 on air and streaming live. I'm Julie Nelson.
And I'm Rena Sargentopoulos. Some shocking new details are coming to light tonight about what led up to the chief's sudden resignation, along with renewed calls for transparency.
And the shakeup adds even more uncertainty surrounding top leadership at City Hall. We have extensive team coverage tonight, including reaction from City Council and the community. But we begin with the investigation itself. Our Lou Raguse sat down with the mayor this afternoon and leads us off tonight. Lou?
Julie and Rena, there were actually 2 investigations into Chief Brian O'Hara regarding alleged inappropriate sexual relationships with subordinates. That first investigation ended up being unfounded. Then Mayor Frey pledged his support, and then the second probe revealed that O'Hara, as Frey put it, was interfering with the first investigation.
Chief O'Hara is the right leader for this particular moment in our city.
In 3 short weeks, Mayor Jacob Frey went from announcing he'd nominate Brian O'Hara for another term as Minneapolis Police Chief to giving him an ultimatum: resign or potentially be fired.
The decision that I made was not hard because when there is a breach of public trust, when there is a violation of an investigation itself, and the chief is the one charged with investigating other crimes, it's necessary to take action.
What changed between then and now? Because this investigation was ongoing at that time.
We did not know then what we do know now.
Mayor Frey says he ordered an investigation last year into an anonymous complaint that O'Hara was having sexual relationships with subordinates. That investigation closed with the allegations unfounded.
That doesn't mean that it didn't happen. That means that they did not have adequate proof or evidence to show by the preponderance of the evidence that it in fact happened.
In December, Frey ordered a second investigation into O'Hara tampering with the first investigation. And before it was completed, Frey announced O'Hara's reappointment earlier this month.
To make decisions based on rumor would be making decisions based on optics. And that's neither responsible nor is it a smart decision for safety. Had I known then what I know now, there would not have been a reappointment.
The public reports say O'Hara's story changed about whether he had texted one of the women he's accused of an inappropriate relationship with. And when he turned over his phone to investigators, he first deleted her contact.
Trust is not just part of the job, that is the job. And so when trust has been violated, it was essential to make a call. And like I said, this was certainly a painful decision, but it was not a hard one.
And I have confirmed that Brian O'Hara is no longer in the city of Minneapolis. In fact, he's not in the state of Minnesota. He is on his way back to his home state of New Jersey. His attorney sent me a statement that says, in part, during his tenure, crime has decreased dramatically. In 2019, the city had 890 officers. When the chief was hired in 2022, it was roughly 560 officers. It is now 643 officers and growing in quantity, quality, and diversity. The chief also made significant progress in rebuilding community trust and pride within the ranks of MPD. The circumstances of Chief O'Hara's departure should not define his service. Back to you.
All right, Lou, so much information today. And I know that we've sent out requests to get all the documents involved in these investigations. My understanding is there were several dozens of complaints against the chief. Did you have a chance to ask the mayor about any other complaints that were filed or investigations that might be ongoing?
Well, the complaints do not become public unless they are founded, unless there is something and there's a discipline of some sort given. So there have been none of them that have been founded other than the one that we're talking about today. And so he did specify that the original one revolving sex with subordinates was anonymous, meaning that even they don't know who made that report. It wasn't the people allegedly involved in the relationship.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks so much, Lou.